Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I saw Jada Pinkett Smith on radio slash TV show. You know, one of those Breakfast Club like shows. But anyway, I guess she was there to promote the new movie she has coming out with Queen Latifah, Regina Hall, and Tiffany Haddish. I'm thinking about going to see the movie because I do try to support black cinema, movies with a predominantly black cast. So, yeah, I might go check it out. I think it come out today. But anyway, they were talking to her, I guess, about the movie. And then, of course, the Tupac film came up. And she went in a full-fledged dramatic actress role. She started breaking down like she was, like, it was just horrible and crying and shit. Fake crocodile tears. I just wasn't buying what she was selling. First of all, she making it look like that movie portrayed her as like a slut or, some kind of thought or something. It just portrayed her as a regular, around the way cool black chick. It wasn't like her character was like all fucked up or something. I could see if they made her character out to be a dope fiend or something. But, they just made her out to be a regular, cool, around the way, level-headed, black woman. Now, I know she said the scene in the movie where Tupac, left to go to California, he wrote her a poem and she said that didn't happen. Okay, so fucking what? Jada Pinkett been in the acting business long enough to know that biopics are not 100% accurate. Most biopics at best is 60% accurate. They do that for the entertainment purposes. They make up characters or they take out characters. Look at Straight Outta Compton. They never even mentioned J.J. Fad in that movie. And J.J. Fad was like the first act that was signed to Ruthless Records. So, hey, it is what it is. And I think she's blowing that out of proportion. She really is. I'm going to tell you what I think the real problem is. I think that she wasn't consulted or used as a consultant for the movie. And they didn't talk to her about what happened between her and Tupac. And I'm going to tell you why sometimes they don't do that. Probably Benny Boom, the guy that directed it, and the screenwriters, because as I told you guys before, this movie went through so many hands. This movie went through so many hands and so many lawsuits before it actually got did to where the shit ain't even funny. It started off with John Singleton, and based off what John Singleton wanted to do with the film, I'm glad John Singleton didn't direct the film. So I'm glad. But anyway, what I think it is, she mad that they didn't talk to her and ask her what happened between her and Tupac. But I'll tell you why. Here go the tricky part about Hollywood and shit. Everything have a paper trail. Paper trail, a money trail, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much damn near like the music business. There's hardly nothing did under the table. Most shit require paperwork, lawyers, every fucking thing. Now, probably what happened with her, she probably was mad Benny Boom didn't use her as a consultant. Now, sometimes when people use actors as a consultant for a certain movie, or they want to make changes to the script, a lot of times those actors and actresses don't do that shit on the strength. Probably if Jada Pinkett would have told her story or what happened with her and Tupac, she probably would have asked for either a producer credit or a story credit, which means a script credit. You know, so then that means she would have been entitled to royalties and proceeds, you know, upon the film's release. And I think that's the real reason why she was mad about how her character was portrayed. It wasn't about how her character was portrayed. It's because she didn't receive no money. That's what it was about. Because a lot of times in these movies, that's what they do. Like, say, for instance, an actor is shooting a movie and shit. I know y'all done seen this shit. Like, sometimes either during the opening credits or the, you know, the end credits, you may see a certain actor's name. Say, you may see him as a co-producer or some shit like that, or executive producer. Like, I'll give you an example. When Arnold Schwarzenegger was shooting Terminator 3, I think it was that scene with the crane. One of them Terminators. I think it was part 3. But there was a scene where I guess the movie exceeded its budget, whatever the budget was. And they was telling Arnold Schwarzenegger they wanted to shoot a certain scene and they couldn't do it because they would be going over budget. So Arnold Schwarzenegger asked how much would it cost to shoot the scene, and they said $2 million. So Arnold Schwarzenegger paid the $2 million out of his own pocket, and guess what? He got an executive producer credit. Or sometimes when you shooting a movie and you want to rewrite certain scenes to the script, well, the actor can say, well, how about we, instead of this scene, we do this in this scene, and my character does this, and my character does that. Okay, if they go along with it, a lot of times those actors will ask for a co-writer credit or a screenwriter credit. You know, so nothing in Hollywood goes without a paper trail, or they want credit and royalties. I mean, that's just how Hollywood works. A lot of people don't do nothing for free there. They want credit for everything. That's how you may notice you'll see a certain actor, co-writer or co-producer, executive producer, screenplay, story by the actor that's actually in the movie. That's what they do. They may just give they thoughts on shooting one 10-minute scene, and then they get a, you know, they get a writer credit. You know, just like in the music business. P. Diddy, Puffy, whatever the fuck he calling himself these days, he was notorious for this. Like, whenever he may be doing a record, or one of his artists will be doing a record, he may hear the beat, and he may tell the producers to add one snare or one extra drum, or change this drum clap out, and he would give himself a co-producer credit. So that's why sometimes you would see P. Diddy's names on some of these co-produced by P. Diddy. He was notorious for doing that. But yeah, man, that's why I think Jada Pinkett is so you know, up in the air at arms about what happened with that Tupac movie, is because they didn't consult her, you know, use her as a consultant. That's what I think this shit is all about. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. You know, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.